incident of a parent putting his child in harm's way. So there was a father who took his 14-year-old teenage son to a gun range. And if you've been to a gun range at all, you know that anytime there are automatic weapons fired, that there's shells, that the shell casing is expended.
Right.
And it's hot.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. So the shell casing flipped out of the gun, went to the father's back. The father reached behind him, took his gun and reacted and shot his son and killed him. And the first thing the father said was, the gun didn't kill my son, I did. And he said he still always have guns. You couldn't get a better statement from Smith & Wesson. Smith & Wesson could have wrote that statement and it had been the same thing. Because you're protecting the gun instead of your child. He said he'll still have them. Now, when you're on a gun range, and I've been there before, you are supposed to always keep your finger off the trigger. You're never supposed to point behind you or up. You're always you're always supposed to assume the gun is loaded, always. And if you're shooting at a target, you never shoot at anything you're not ready to absolutely destroy. And when you shoot at a target, you always know what's behind it or around it. That's what. So if he didn't do any of those things, he should go to jail for negligence. We have watched parents do these things over and over and over again. We watched a parent let her baby fall in there with the gorilla. Oh, you're parent shaming. We watched another parent let her baby swim in a clearly posted area that said no swimming at 9 o'clock at night. An alligator guy. Now we watch a kid do this. It is amazing to me. And then, the gorilla that got killed in Cincinnati, Harambe, you know what a male silverback gorilla's only job is? To protect and provide for his family. He is when that baby fell in there, Harambe stood over the baby, the females ran on the heel, right? They shouldn't have shot that gorilla. He should be teaching parenting classes right now. You are a horrible, horrible parent if you don't understand that you cannot put you take your child to a gun range because you want to teach them about gun safety, right? But you can't take your child to a bar. You want to teach them about the danger of alcohol. They can't even see it. 16 years old, they can't even see a movie with breast out. Fair. You are a horrible parent if you put your child in harm's way that way. You are horrible. And that man should go to jail for negligence. It's not an accident. And just because you have an accident doesn't mean there aren't consequences. Just because you have an accident, if you did any of those things that caused a death, imagine if he'd have shot somebody else's child. God, his was a tragedy. But would you respect that argument if it were your child or somebody you love? Because some idiot got a hot shell in his case and didn't keep his finger off the trigger, and didn't understand the rules. We got all these people and protect. He rushed to protect the gun. Protect the gun. He said he still have guns. If you got your child taken by a gun, he said he still have guns. It wasn't that you had guns. It was that you were an idiot and took your child around guns that he should have been around. If you're going to teach your child how to shoot, teach him out in the woods. Teach him somewhere else. Not where a whole bunch of people who are trying to teach their kid the same thing. It's a whole bunch of inexperienced people with a lot of guns, and you put your child in that circumstances, you deserve, and not even that. Maybe that wasn't the negligence, but if you don't do all those rules, if you don't assume that the gun is loaded, if you don't remember to keep your finger off the trigger unless you can shoot, if you don't remember that you don't ever point a gun or up or down, you should go to jail. It's negligent. Imagine the uproar if that same father had left his child in a hot car. Jesus, the offense. They wouldn't be able to stop maligning this person. Every time I turn around, parent shaming. Sometimes it's a shame that parents do such dumb shit. All right, that's just a little note from the GED section. The Jazz Report is up right after Maxwell. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.